What is up? I'm Mr. J935 and I have a question for all of you. What is the hardest video game out there? If you're anything like me, the hardest video game out there for you is probably Sugar Sugar. But that's just my opinion, and I want the truth and nothing but the truth. In order to figure this out, I scoured all across the internet and many subreddits with very questionable choices. For example, someone chose, you'll never guess it, Mario. Yes, someone decided that Mario deserved title of the hardest game ever. But there's just no way that Mario is the hardest game out there, right? It's not. So what is? Again, I have ventured all across the internet and many more subreddits because where else do I find this information? Of course, YouTube. With the help of Redditors, YouTubers, and your mom, I've discovered the top 10 hardest games to beat. So stay tuned and watch the rest of the video so you can know what the hardest video game of all time is. Coming in at number 10, Super Meat Boy. A game where you are a block of meat and you have to save your girlfriend from an evil scientist whose name is Dr. Fetus. Even though this game seems to be a joke from the main character being a block of meat and the evil villain being a fetus, the challenge is no joke. Number 9 on the list is Outlast. In Outlast, you are a journalist that investigates a psychiatric hospital that is overrun with homicidal patients. As you progress through the game, it becomes much easier for you to die, with the variants becoming much stronger, and it also becomes much harder for you to hide. In the spot of number 8 is Shinobi. An older game, yes, but that doesn't make the game any easier. The game is set in Tokyo, and you as the character have to look for answers and figure out what happened to Japan and why it is in the post-apocalyptic state it is in. Along your journey, you have to fight the mysterious forces you find along the way. The spot of number 7 is taken by Cuphead. Even though this 1930s cartoon styled game looks like it is made for children, that is just not the case. Cuphead is a 2D game where you have multiple levels with harder boss battles. I tried this game out myself, I thought I was crazy and I kept dying. Number 6 is the more popular game, Dark Souls. The Dark Souls series has 3 games, each one being incredibly hard. In the first game, you play as a cursed undead character who begins a journey to discover the fate of their kind. In the second game, you are a human who has become undead, cursed to never die and doomed to eventually become a hollow, which is a zombie-like being with no memories or purpose. And in the third and final game, you are what is called the Ashin One, which is an undead who has failed to become a Lord of Cinder and thus called an Unkindled. You rise and must link the fire by returning Prince Lothric and the defiant lords of Cinder to their thrones in Firelink Shrine. Number 5 on the list is also a very popular game, Getting Over It. A very weird game where you are a man in a cauldron and you must use a sledgehammer to climb very strange obstacles. But you must be very careful because there is no checkpoints and you have a chance to fall and go right back to the very beginning.
Life at this point, I'm questioning absolutely everything. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Oh God! No! 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 No!
Making many players rage quit and never get a chance to beat the game. Coming in at number 4 is Doom Eternal on Ultra Nightmare Mode. Already a pretty difficult game for most, but with the added Ultra Nightmare Mode, you are only given 1 life and 1 life only. So you must go through the whole game without dying once, or else you will have to restart your whole game. We are now in the top 3, and if you watched through the whole video, then congratulations. Or even if you just skipped to this point, thank you so much. The game that has been awarded number 3 in this video is Bloodborne. A game that is considered to be like Dark Souls, but just harder. Bloodborne is about a city filled with diseases, blood, and death. The city is plagued with a local disease which transforms the patients into monstrous creatures. The player becomes one of the hunters and hunts down those terrifying creatures while exploring the mysterious world. And coming in at number 2 is Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. In Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, you are a disgraced and disfigured warrior rescued from the brink of death. Bound to protect a young lord who is the descendant of an ancient bloodline, you become the target of many vicious enemies, including the dangerous Ashina clan. The moment you have all been waiting for, the world's hardest game of all time, is none other than, drumroll please, the world's hardest game. I'm sure many of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, and yes, the same game you probably played in elementary school is what is considered the world's hardest game. There was no need for countless hours collecting souls or fighting bosses in the underworld when all you need is a 2D game with moving balls that eliminates you to be considered the world's hardest game. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe because that really helps me with the YouTube's algorithm, and it would also be greatly appreciated. And also don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out when I attempt to play these games on stream or as a video. And again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace.